Welcome everybody, a new day and a great new episode every Wednesday, with your beautiful support, by subscribing and liking the video, and also for sure, sharing the video, the channel gets bigger and better. Enjoy watching. Fighter bomber Su-22, Fighter F export version of the Su-17 Fighter D. Developer, Sukhoi Design Bureau. First flight, 1975. The aircraft with a turbojet engine, which received the factory designation S-32M2D D engine, was exported in 1976 to 1980, under the name Su-22, serial factory designation S-32M2K. This modification contributed to the standardization of the fleet of frontline aircraft supplied, from the USSR to foreign consumers. R-29B300 engines were installed on MiG-23 modifications. Poland will extend the service life of Su-22 fighters by 10 years. The Polish Ministry of Defense has announced its intention to extend the service life of Su-22 fighter bombers by 10 years. Janes reports. To extend the terms of combat aircraft will undergo repairs and minor upgrades, thanks to which their service life will be increased from 3 to 4,000 hours. Thus, the Su-22 will be part of the Polish Air Force until 2024 to 2026. According to Janes, the Polish Air Force is currently flying 26 Su-22 M4 fighter bombers and 6 combat trainer versions of such Su-22 UM-3K aircraft. According to Flight Global Milicas, Poland has 23 Su-22 M3K, UM-3K and M4 fighter jets. According to the plans of the Polish Ministry of Defense, combat training versions will be preserved. The least used ones will be selected from combat aircraft for life extension. In total, it is planned to send 18 Su-22 aircraft for repair and modernization. The work will be carried out at the Wosko Zaklady Lotnish No. 2 plant. The cost of work for each aircraft is estimated at 8 million zlotys, about $2.6 million. It will take approximately 8 months to repair and upgrade one fighter bomber. As part of the modernization program, the fighters will receive additional communications equipment and video recording systems. Instruments will be replaced. Currently, they show all parameters in the metric system, and new ones will display altitude and speed in feet and knots. Such a replacement is necessary in order for Polish combat aircraft to comply with NATO flight requirements. Poland joined the alliance on March 12, 1999. The fact that the Ministry of Defense of Poland decided to keep the Su-22 fighter bombers in the Air Force was announced in mid-February 2014 by the head of the Polish military department, Tomasz Siemioniak. At the same time, he noted that the military had not decided on the extension period. Two options were considered: 3 and 10 years. A specific decision was planned to be made in mid-March. In August 2012, the Polish Ministry of Defense planned to abandon the Su-22 modernization program and write off all aircraft of this type. The vacated space was planned to be occupied by new shock unmanned aerial vehicles. In particular, the Deputy Minister of Defense of Poland, Waldemar Skrzypczak, claimed that 30 attack drones would be bought. The Polish Air Force has received its first pair of modernized Sukhoi Su-22 M4 strike aircraft from the WZL-2 depot in Bydgoszcz. Today, the Polish Air Force is the sole European operator of the Su-22, given the NATO code name Fighter. Very much a veteran of the Cold War, this variable geometry attack aircraft dates originally from 1966, when the first prototype Su-17, Su-22 being the type's export designation, took to the air. It served for many years as a mainstay of the Warsaw Pact's much-feared strike forces. In Polish Air Force service today are 2 squadrons operating, the single-seat Su-22 M4K and 2-seat Su-22 UM-3K, both now stationed at Świdwin, the 21st Tactical Air Base. Plans have recently been announced to extend the service lives of the Polish fitters, of which 32 remain in use. Production of later Su-22 variants, such as those flown in Poland, did not cease until 1990. The other nations, reported still to be operating the fitter, are Algeria, Libya, Angola, Syria, Vietnam and Yemen. In the end, Poland decided to modernize 12 Su-22M4, 6 Su-22 UM-3K. Each aircraft will still be able to fly about 800 hours after the upgrade. This transitional solution should make it possible to hold out until the choice of a new combat aircraft, the entry into service of which is planned for 2025 at the latest. Modernized Su-22s have new secure radios, improved pilot ejection system. The cell is completely overhauled and repainted with new paint. Polish Su-22 fitters receive a modernization package, including a change of the color scheme. Polish Su-22 fitters have received a new color scheme as part of a modernization package. Last year, the Polish Ministry of Defense decided to extend the operational life that has lasted for 30 years of 18 out of 32 Su-22 jets used by the Polish Air Force, 12 Su-22M4 single-seaters, and 6 Su-22M3K two-seat trainers will remain in active service, according to the report published by the Polska Zbrojna outlet. All of the Polish Su-22s are stationed in Świdwin, at the 21st Air Base. The modernization plan assumes that the jets are going to be fitted with new avionics, including the imperial gauges, in the cockpit, along with a new radio and flight recorder. Still, the change which is most visible is the new camouflaged color scheme. The Polish fighter bombers received a new, gray-toned paint scheme. All of the modernization works are being carried out by the Bydgoszcz Military Aviation Works, the same facility which performs the maintenance of the Polish F-16. According to the statement made by Waldemar Topal, Director of Operations at the WZL plant, works on a single jet will take 9 months on average. The works involve disassembly and general repairs of the critical components that have a significant impact on flight safety. Structural properties of the airframes are also being closely examined. Secondly, the cockpit flight instrumentation is going to be rescaled into the imperial system. Even though the Polish crews are used to quickly perform the unit's conversion, the change of the instruments is going to improve standardization, as well as pilots' comfort, especially in case of the operations conducted together with the NATO allies. The color change will give the Polish fitters a livery similar to that of the Polish F-16s. A flight test program is going to be executed before the aircraft return to Świdwin. What is more, during the Bydgoszcz Air Fair event, a modernized MiG-29 with a new paint scheme resembling the one utilized by the Polish F-16 was also presented. Images emerged on some of the Polish aviation-related forums. Prolonging the lifetime of the 18 airframes will make it possible to continue the training of the pilots, who would be assigned to other squadrons, and the fitters would still be supporting the Polish Special Forces or the Navy, as Polska Zbrojna reports. When it comes to the Su-22 airframes that are not going to be refurbished, thank you very much for watching the video. Like, subscribe and share. We are waiting for your comments to enrich the content. Thanks again, and good night.